Time for yet another ThunderCats ThunderFacts. I usually cover more minor things in this series, but I figured I should start covering things people may want to know if they're going into these cartoons fresh. And what better way to do this than how every ThunderCats series begins? The destruction of Thundera. Let's give the 2011 series some love this time and start with them. Unlike the other Thundercat canons, this one portrays Thundera as a nation-state that's also Third Earth's main superpower. Thundera is destroyed when the Lizard Army, led by Slithe, assaults the kingdom. And while Lord Claudus and the other Thundercats fought valiantly, the tide of battle is turned against them by the combined forces of the Lizard's advanced technology, Groon's treachery, and Mum-Ra killing both Claudus and most of the clerics. After the fall, Lion-O led the remaining Thundercats throughout Third Earth to defeat Mum-Ra. From there, we're going to cover the Marvel US and UK ThunderCats comics. In this version of the 1985 ThunderCats, Thundera is the planet of the Thundercats and the Thunderians they protect. This version of Thundera is ultimately destroyed when it slips from its orbit to eventually be engulfed by its own sun. Though this comic series often used episodes from the show to make more comics, the amount of communication between the comic and show staff was likely minimal. So the comic did whatever it thought best, which is why it also has some comic-only characters like Lynxana, Catamountain, and the Stinger. Last but not least though, we have the original 1985 ThunderCats cartoon. In the pilot episode Exodus, no reason is given for Thundera's destruction. The cause of the destruction wasn't revealed until the second season episode Thunder Cubs Part 1, where it's revealed that Jaga fought a mutant general named Ratilla the Terrible. Ratilla having an evil magic sword called the Sword of Plundar. After defeating Ratilla, Jaga cast the Sword of Plundar into the molten core of Thundera, never to be seen again.
But its power could not be subdued. Look! Yes, Marmot. It was the Sword of Plunder that caused the calamity, which brought those despicable Thundercats to Third Earth. Or, as it fought to escape its stone tomb, that sword destroyed Thundera.
However, we see a bit more into this via the Wildstorm ThunderCats comic, Origins, Villains and Heroes. Keeping in mind that the Wildstorm ThunderCats comics are supposed to be in canon and in continuity with the original cartoon. We find out that Thundera knew barely a day before the event that there was an issue with the planet. According to the comic, the ThunderCats Council met and argued about it for hours, but the arguing was cut off by Jaga, the Lord of the Thundercats. He laid out plans for a global evacuation. Sadly, they had less than a day, and Thundera met its end. It's never revealed in any material if Jaga was aware of why Thundera met its end in the cartoon. I think it'd be a really interesting challenge for this character to come to grips with. What do you guys think? Did you find this video informative? Did you learn anything about it you didn't know before? Let me know in the comments below. Special thanks as always to my patrons Avis, Mega Umi, Hateful Tate, and Harry Partridge. If you want to support me on Patreon, you can do so for as little as $1. That's it for now, and there's more coming in the future. But for now, take care.